Hey folks, Redneck Vaper here for a review. And what are we reviewing today? The Cloupor Mini Plus. So let's go ahead and hop down in zoom diggity mode and take a close look at this thing. Let's go. Hey folks, welcome to zoom diggity mode. And here is the box that the Cloupor Mini Plus comes in. Gonna open the box up just like, well, let me show you what it's got. Well, we got there, got a little seal you got to break there. There's your stuff there, another seal. Here's what the back looks like. 50 TC, so this is a temperature control in titanium or nickel. This one has a smart auto temp control, 5 colors, mini size, variable voltage and variable wattage, temperature control, removable, I don't know what that means, but stainless steel connector, magnetic back cover, spring-loaded pin, right and left mode, and pass-through capabilities. And it has one of them scratch and check thingamajiggies on the back there. So let's open. I'm gonna assume that these are the colors that it comes in. So it's like a pink or light purple, black, white, I guess that's red, and then like a dark blue. Alright, first off, I got this VIP card here. So this has to do with your warranty. You got this little card right here, multiple languages. They're very grateful for you choosing this product. And here's a little instruction booklet, which is a pretty nicely written out book in my opinion. Alright, and then of course the device comes in there, and it comes in this silicone case looking thing here, which I used it most of the time, but I'm going to show you why I took it off of there, because leaving it in there for a long time, I don't know if you can see it, but you get this like silicone residue all over the device. But anyway, we'll got your charge cable and then some extra magnets for your back cover. So that's what's in the box. Push all that off to the side. And here's the device. I'm going to take the tank off because I'm going to show you something here in a minute about the tank. Let's set it off to the side if it don't roll off the table. Okay. So here's the device. It has this glossy, like, glitter, almost like them old die-cast Hot Wheel cars had back in the day. That's what kind of finish it's got on it. It's nice and smooth. It's got this glitter, but it is a fingerprint magnet. Fingerprint magnet like crazy. Anyway, power button up and down. We'll get to that in a second. Here is the, see, that is not hard at all, really. It's got some good strong magnets on there, but that door will pop right off of there. So inside this does hold a single 18650 battery. Pop that out of there. This is all nicely done in there, all nice and clean. I'm going to pop your battery in there. Just like that. It's got the little pull away thing on it. And then the door just pops right on there. But like I said, that without using that silicone cover on there, I have had it a time or two and it just popped right off of there and fall on the floor. Anyway, there's what it looked like. It's got these grooves cut in there for you that need the air flow support to your 510 connection. USB charge port right there. And this right here, I believe, is like a reset button. You like pop a thing down in there and it resets the whole thing. But yeah, that's what that's there for. I guess if it ever locks up on you, I didn't ever have it lock up on me, so I don't know what the whole purpose of that is. On this side, it's got a deep stamp in it of Cloupor or Cloupor, however you say that, and it has Mini Plus down here at the bottom. Alright. I'm just going to run through the controls real quick here. This is variable wattage, variable voltage. So up and down, you can hold the up and down when it's in wattage mode, and it will lock the power setting. So now I cannot turn it up or down. Let me unlock that. Unlock. There we go. Now here's how you would change from wattage to, hold both of them down, the power down and power button will switch you from, it just strolls through it. You got wattage, voltage, and then nickel. Now to switch these from nickel to titanium, I believe you hold this right here down until it switches over to titanium. Which I'm going to be completely honest with you folks, I use this for just a little bit on temperature control because I am not a big fan of temperature control. So I used it just very briefly to see if it worked, and that auto sensing that it has on here is pretty nice compared to some of the other products that I've used. It actually calculates the amount of joules that need to be applied. But like I said, I did not mess with the temperature control very often on this one because it just ain't my thing. I don't like nickel. I haven't played with titanium that much. But anyway, to switch it back to wattage, there we go. I'm going to turn it back down to 30 watts. Now we're going to talk about what we can put on here. This right here is just a Kanger sub tank, a black one, a Kanger sub tank mini. And I just switched the O-rings out on it, made it blue, got a blue drip tip on it. Looks pretty nice, but okay, this is a 22 millimeter device, and if you can notice there, it is not sitting flush. It's actually sitting a little bit to this side, and there's a gap there. And I don't know if you can see it, but it hangs over that edge a little bit. It hangs over this edge just, I mean, it's just barely there. Yeah, it's on there pretty good, but like I said, it's got this gap. You can see it pretty good right there. It's got a gap, so everything ain't sitting flush on this piece. But anyway, that's what I wanted to point out in close up here, so let's get back up to normal view. Now that we've taken a up close look at this thing, let's talk about some of the specs, Will. Let's talk about specs. Specs. It's got reverse battery protection. It's got short circuit protection. It's got a 15-second cutoff, so if you hold it down too long or firing in your pocket, it's supposed to shut off at 15 seconds. Alright, in the temperature control mode, which I told y'all in Zoom Diggity mode, I didn't really mess with that much because I'm not really into temperature control. It's not my thing. Okay, it goes from 200 to 600 degrees Fahrenheit, 100 to 300 degrees Celsius. It says in the specs that it fires down to a 0.08 in temperature control, and the lowest that it'll fire in variable wattage or variable voltage is 0.1. Okay? And when it shows the short, like it's shorted, that's under 0.05 or something. That's what the specs were a little weird. But anyway, the high in temperature control mode saying 2 ohms, which I don't believe that, but that's what it says, and it'll fire up to 3 ohms in variable wattage, variable voltage. After 30 seconds of it being lit up or whatever, the screen will shut off and it goes into sleep mode. Okay. And other than that, it pretty much says it'll go from 1 watt to 500 watts, or not 500 watts. Oh boy, they'd really be stepping up the game at 500 watts, wouldn't they? No, it's 1 watt to 50 watts, a half a volt, 0.5 volts. This is the first time I've ever heard this. 0.5 volts up to 7 volts. Now this is just me reading straight off the spec sheet. Alright, and what I didn't mention in the Zoom Diggity mode is if you hold the up button and the fire button at the same time, it will switch from right to left mode, vice versa. Okay, now I'm in left mode. Yeah, what else? Let's talk about what I don't like about it. One, it's a fingerprint magnet. I mean, it's not hard to hold on to. It's kind of got these little grooves and these little dot things on this side and the groove. It's not really that hard to hold on to as far as being slippery, but it is a fingerprint magnet. It has that nice die-cast Hot Wheel car look to it, and it's really small. Now that's a pro to me. It's really small. It's got that gap there that stuff's not sitting flush for me. At least not what I've used on it. What else? The the pin, the connection on this one, it doesn't say anywhere in the book what kind of positive pin it's got in there, but to me it looks like it's either brass or a gold plated something. It looks like yellow color. But anywho, what can I say else about this thing? I've used it in wattage mode primarily for over a month now. I've been using this as a little stealthy carry around for me, you know, just toting it around with me for over a month. It's probably been close to 2 months, and it hasn't failed me yet in wattage mode. It's been working just fine. I get decent battery power, you know, battery life out of it. It's not like it just constantly drains the battery down, which I do run it at 30 watts on a 0.5, 0.6. I'm not a real low resistance vapor, but another con, how loose this door is. I mean, it's on there. It doesn't rattle or anything, but it will pop right off of there if you grab it just right. I mean, it just, which if you have the silicone sleeve on it, you won't have that problem. Alright, and like I said, with the silicone sleeve, it does like kind of wear off onto the device inside as I guess it's sliding up and down a little bit. And it leaves like this gunk on there you got to clean off when you take the case off of it. But other than that, this is very deep painted, so the scratches, you know, they do show up, but it's not like going to bare metal. It's not bare metal anywhere. Not even at the connection. But I guess that's because it's not sitting flush, so it's not scratching the top of my device because it's not sitting flat. Other than that, what else can I say? The book said, talking about the book, there's a pro right there. The book is very well written, considering it's from China. I mean, this has probably got to be one of the best manuals that I've read as far as how detailed and how easy it is to read and how well it's got some diagrams in there to show you what does what on the different button, you know, configurations. Other than that, the book said that it's 95% efficient, or it has a 95% efficiency rate. I guess that's their own rating, I don't know, but that's what it got. Now, would I recommend this product? Well, looking around online, I found this thing at GearBest for $36 and some change plus free shipping. $36 for a little 50-watt device. I think I'd pay that. I really do. I think that'd be something to have a little stealth thing. Maybe throw a smaller tank on there like a sub-tank nano or something like that. This would be a great little stealthy piece to carry around in your pocket like at work or something like that. Yeah, I can recommend this piece. I can really recommend this one. If that's what you're looking for, something, you know, cheap, this is under $40 for a 50-watt device. Get you one. But anywho, like always, folks, this is Redneck Vaper. This is my review of the Cloupor Mini Plus, and I'll see you next time.